Hey everyone, welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird, and I am here to show you guys my holiday vinyl haul. Now, this is going to include vinyls that I got for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and for the holidays as gifts, and there's enough of them here that it warranted a video, and ironically enough, as much as I wish Fuego was here for this, I actually have 19 new new vinyls, I should say. Some of them are horror, most of them are maybe not, well, half of them are maybe not, but I just wanted to show you guys the entire haul, and I figured you might have some fun taking a look at them like I am, because I haven't even checked out some of the vinyls. But the first thing that I got was this right here. I needed a new carrying case, so I got this Crosley record storage crate, and I did put it together here, so I do have it ready to go, and it does have the nice little front there. It's supposed, I don't know exactly how many it's supposed to fit, but we're about to find out. And yes, this could be a little tighter right here. It's the one screw that got stripped as I was putting it in, so it's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. So let's take a look here. So I'm gonna put that back there and drop them in as I go. So what I'm going to do is start off with the vinyls that are not scores. Most of these are scores because that's what I love. I absolutely love horror movie scores. But as I've been getting into vinyl, the sound is so different and so pure, maybe is the best way to put it, that I've been wanting to get a lot of other music that I've been listening to recently just to, get a good feel as to what it sounds like. So I'm going to open up some of these vinyls here, just like this first one. So I'm going to start with the vinyls that are not scores. These are actually with singers, and this is Billie Eilish's first album. I have not listened to this vinyl yet. It is obviously because it's open, or it's unopened, and I'm opening it for the first time. But this has Ocean Eyes and Bellyache, which are, Ocean Eyes is one of my favorites of hers, so I'm just going to take a look at the actual album. And, okay, so we got a little picture of her jumping, and then we have all of the lyrics here, which I love when all the lyrics are there. The album itself is a nice, beautiful red album, one side with a yellow label, and the other side with a red label. So I'm on board for that. Moving on from that, I have Billie Eilish's second album right here. I couldn't help it, you guys. Both of these were on sale at Walmart for like 15 bucks a piece. And normally these are at least $17 or $18. And the regular retail price is $22.95 if I'm not mistaken. So this has all of the actual album lyrics as well, and then the album itself, let me pull this bad boy out so it comes in a solid black sleeve here. But the album is, it's so funny. Okay, so that's the yellow side, and then there's an orange side. It's weird because it looks yellow on camera, but to me it looks orange. So this is the Billie Eilish Where Do We Go When We Fall Asleep album. And it is a really great album, honestly. If you haven't listened to it, I recommend this album more than the other one because Bad Guy is obviously played all over the place. When the Party's Over is one of my favorites. My Strange Addiction, Bury a Friend. Lots of really great great songs on this album. Moving on, the next few are going to be sort of nostalgic trips for me. So the first was the Michael Jackson Bad album. This was the first album of Michael Jackson that I ever had, and I was a late adopter of CDs. So Use Your Illusion, I think, Use Your Illusion 2 rather, from Guns N' Roses was my first one, but this was very rapidly following it up as my second actual CD. So having the vinyl album of Bad is pretty fun for me. I'll eventually get some of the other Michael Jackson stuff, but this is the one that most reminds me of growing up. I love this album. And then I'm going to get into the greatest hits of a few different people here because I didn't actually know these people as they were becoming popular. I learned about them through their greatest hits. So, of course, I had to get their greatest hits, including the Beach Boys' Sounds of Summer. This is a double LP set, and I'm going to cut this bad boy open. I haven't opened it yet, but it's 4 different sides. So that's part of why part of my criteria, you can see the song list here, is that I just really like to make sure that if I can, it's a double album set. That way I'm getting the most bang for my buck, so to speak. And I gotta do this carefully so it doesn't drop, but all right. And we have a little wave design on the record itself, so you can see both sides. Kind of a similar design, but you can always check and see which side you're playing first. So that is the Beach Boys' Sounds of Summer. They do have 2 different discs, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that the second one is along the same lines, so I don't need to show that off particularly. Let me just put this back in the right slot. They're like, no, you put it where the other record is. And I said, no, I want to put it where it's supposed to go. Next up is another greatest hits collection. And this one is one that basically any person that knows and likes music has in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to open this up, and it is the Tom Petty greatest hits. So we have the album, or the songs listed, and then the actual discs, or the LPs rather. So that's what it's going to look like. Pretty cool stuff. So this is the best of Jimi Hendrix. So of course you've got American Girl, or I'm sorry, Jimi Hendrix. Tom Petty. You have American Girl, Breakdown, Listen to Your Heart, I Need to Know. Like, every song on this greatest hits album is frankly amazing. So Mary Jane's Last Dance, my favorite on the entire thing. So I'm glad to have this in my collection. The next best of that I picked up was one that I got very much into during my college days, when I was perhaps partaking of maybe some substances that technically you can partake of them even easier nowadays. But yes, I listened to a lot of Jimi Hendrix when I was in college, and this is the Hendrix Experience, the best of Jimi Hendrix, and you can see all of the songs and even their lyrics as they are presented from the album itself. And then you can actually see the album with the great design there with Jimmy himself, as you can see. I'm not going to pull this out. It's a lot of possible damage to the record when I don't need to actually listen to it just yet. So let me put that away. The next one is Bob Marley Legend. I love Bob Marley, and Legend obviously is the best package that actually shows him off. Now, this is the special edition package that actually has one extra song that the regular Bob Marley Legend collection doesn't have. So this is a dual LP set, and let me show you what the album looks like, because it is very Rastafari. Look at that. Jamaican flag and all of that good stuff. How beautiful is that? So yes, Bob Marley's greatest hits on this particular album. Look at how gorgeous that looks. I think that's fantastic. Really excited to have that in the collection now. So what's funny is all of these albums that I'm adding to my collection, it's like I have all of these soundtracks, but I don't have them as records. And I think that it is, after having listened to some, I think that it is a very, very fantastic goal to aim for anyone that is into brilliant music and or horror movies, quite frankly. So as long as you're not fighting for your life, these forays into the horror genre seem to be at least a worthwhile time investment. Next up, I have the first of 2 albums that are going to complete the set for now. I already have Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon, so I had to go ahead and add Pink Floyd's The Wall to my collection. It is a double LP set, and so you can go ahead and pull out each part. You can see the song title and the actual words associated with the song, the lyrics to it, and then you have the background here, Pink Floyd The Wall, which is a little bit different on both sides, but that is what that bad boy looks like. Now, this was a more expensive set compared to a lot of the vinyls that I've ended up picking up, and honestly, I don't think it's not worth it. I think it's very much worth the time, effort, and money that you're going to put into it to have these around just to listen to on a whim or when you're working or, you know, what have you. And continuing with the Pink Floyd trend, I started with Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon, and then, of course, we got just now to Pink Floyd's The Wall, which leads me to my 4th favorite Pink Floyd album, which is Animals. I love Animals. It is basically a Pink Floyd album that you can put on, and as long as you don't have any preconceived issues that you have to worry about, this is one of the most relaxing experiences you can come across via vinyl. So it comes with this wonderful, obviously, with the lyrics once again, the actual album itself, and you see Pink Floyd Animals on both sides, just a couple of different animals. And yeah, this is a fantastic little collection. I'm glad to have completed the Pink Floyd vinyl collection that I care most about. Eventually I'll get around to the other ones, but these are the ones that I for sure cared the most about. So let me go ahead and move on to the last 2 that aren't considered actual horror scores. So the first one is, if you can see by the actual vinyl here, it is Guardians of the Galaxy Vinyl Volume 1. It is a double vinyl disc of the score and soundtrack for the original Guardians of the Galaxy. Does come, let me see if it comes with a, oh yep, it does come with a colored vinyl disc, or vinyl LP, so that's what that looks like. You got orange label on one side, yellow label on the other, both with a big red LP as the main. So let me put that bad boy away real quick. So it includes both the best parts of the score and the best actual soundtrack pieces as well. Another double vinyl set, which leads me to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I have right here. So that is going to be just a continuation of some really good music and a really good score. So I'm excited to have that in the collection, and let me show this disc and make sure that it's not crazy colored. No, I think this one is just a standard black LP, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So they skimped a little bit on the color, but it's still a fantastic soundtrack, so I'm glad to have it as a part of my collection. And that is going to bring us to the horror soundtracks. This one, which I'm excited about, so this is the God of War soundtrack, and it is a double LP set, a 2 LP set, and I absolutely loved this game. Cody Leach did a review on it, I believe, amongst others. I never got around to doing a review. It's not quite horror, but there are some horror elements in there, and it's cool because one of the discs is gold, and then the other disc is blue. So I do enjoy the way that this package was put together, and if you didn't know, this score was also done by Bear McCreary, who did the Child's Play score from 2019, as well as another one that I'm going to be getting to in just a minute here. The next one I picked up was The Ritual. I actually just got this one. It finally arrived, which is kind of what I was waiting for to do this haul video, but it is another Mondo selection. So The Ritual, if you guys haven't seen, it's a fantastic movie on Netflix. It's a great creature movie, so the score is really, really cool. So I had to pick up the score, and it does come with an insert, so that's nice. It's got the creature right there. That's pretty cool. A little piece of concept art. And then the actual disc itself. LP itself. I'll get it one of these days. Wow, look at that. That's cool. So, it's a pretty nifty little paint job on that one. So, continuing on. Next up, I couldn't resist this. Again, I'm a sucker for double LPs. And this is, of course, Jordan Peele's first movie, Get Out. And I absolutely love the movie, and I'm not that familiar with the score, outside of just obviously having heard it during the movie, but I've only seen the movie twice, so I figured this would be worthwhile getting. It is cool, has this nice little fold out there, but Get Out was a fantastic movie, nice 2 LP set, and let's take a look at, oh, there is a little insert in here, that's nice. A little blurb from Jordan Peele about the composer. So that's really cool. A little bit of extra material there. And then the actual LP itself. Ooh, is a cool green. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Maybe the color of tea is what they're going for, perhaps? Green tea? Because obviously tea plays a big role in the film. And let's just take a look at the other one real quick. I want to be ginger. I don't want to tear up the packaging the first time I open it up. And the second one is also green. Okay, cool. So cool. So that's the Get Out soundtrack. So I'm glad to have that one. I'm excited to give it another full listen outside of the movie. And this I also picked up another double LP set. Cool little mirror thing right there. So it's this soundtrack, however, is, I do know, because it was actually playing the whole time we were going through the Us maze at Halloween Horror Nights this year, and you can actually see that on the channel. Both segments of our visit to Halloween Horror Nights are up. Oops, let me turn the volume off on that. And so this is what the inside looks like. That's cool. It's got the family right there. Beautiful. And then the actual, let's see, there's got to be an insert as well. Yep. Mimicking the front cover with another blurb. This one, oh, I'm not sure. This one's from someone else. So, all right. And then the actual LP itself. Oh, it's cool. That's pretty neat. So that's what's on the front cover, and then the credits on the back there. And of course, the copper color of the scissors, the copper gold, and the front of it looks like that. So that's pretty cool. That makes sense. I like that. That's a pretty looking vinyl. It's funny, I don't know quite what to say about these because I haven't listened to them all yet, since I was trying to do it as like kind of a haul unboxing thing at the same time. So maybe I'll do a horror vinyl review down the line. The next one I picked up, another Mondo one, which was Jurassic Park. So this, they released the full score, and I had to pick it up. It is also a double LP set. I found already that my tastes mean that I don't want music from LPs. I want full scores. You know, I hate that, like for Stranger Things, for example, all of those LPs are just music from the seasons. They're not, full scores, and that's a bummer to me. I wish I could get the full score. So that's why I always try and get these. That's really cool. Let me stabilize this to show you. That's really neat. That's gorgeous. Okay. Everyone knows the Jurassic Park theme, but I thought I had to get it to to hear it through the vinyl sound and the actual album itself. Ooh, cool. I like when they do these weird ones, man. I think they're really neat. So I'm a big fan of that one. I think we should take a look at the other and see if it's any different. I don't know if it will be. Slide that back in. These are starting to slide a little bit easier. Oh, there's an insert here too. Confidential. Oh, cool. It's got sequences on the back. That's pretty neat. Cool, and just some information about the legendary John Williams score. I'm going to slide that in the front, not the back. Although, yeah, some of them tend to have them in the back and some of them have them in the front. It's kind of weird. It's not consistent. And this one is colored the same. Okay, cool. So that's the Jurassic Park one. Excited about that. Then, even though I already had the other Child's Play score, I had to pick up the original Child's Play score. Mostly because, again, I can't come up off the top of my head with what the main sound of this score is. But they did put out a beautiful double LP set that's the full score. And so I want to support that. I want them to keep making stuff like that. So just so you guys can see the front cover, that's really cool. And then the back, I love that. The melted head from the end, that's pretty cool. And then the inside, contrary to the other one, which is just the one box like this, this one is cool and you can see which one Charles is in. So I dig that. That's really neat too. And then, here we go. Let me see if there's an insert. No, it doesn't look like there's an insert in this one. So the actual vinyl. Oh, that's neat. Cool little picture. So Child's Play. And then it's got the good guy on it. But that's kind of a cool... I don't know if you guys remember in my first vinyl haul video, I showed you the vinyls, and it was really neat because what they did was one vinyl was a normal, the blue good guy eye from that movie, and so it was a blue disc or a blue LP, and the other one was a red good guy eye, and so it was a red LP. So that was really cool. And yeah, it looks like they've done something similar here. So this one is completely different, and that's the bad Chucky right there. I really like the coloration on this one. That's really neat. That's cool. It's neat. What I kind of like about vinyl is you can appreciate them sort of artistically as well. The ones that are done special like this, as long as they're not just the standard black record, which has its own aesthetic, but you can get that with anything really. I like these special ones. They stand out more. So that's the Child's Play one. And I've got just a few more here. So the next one is the other Bear McCreary pickup. Again, the same guy that did the other Child's Play score, the new one from 2019, and also that God of War score. He also happened to do Godzilla King of the Monsters from this year. This is another movie that's going to be probably in my top 10 of the year. We're going to be filming that list very, very soon. Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, as I record this. But this is a fantastic set. I can tell already because it is one. Boom. Look at how gorgeous that artwork is. Holy cow. That is so cool. Man, that's gorgeous. And then there's a third LP. So this is a triple LP set. And the back of it. So this whole thing is a fold out as well. I love that. Those two pieces, like between this one, look at that. Got all of them on there. Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Rodan. And then here as well. And then even Mothra's in that one. Oh, that's just Mothra and King Ghidorah and Godzilla. So that is really, really cool. God, I love that. Man. Now let's take a look at the actual album. I don't know if all these are going to be the same color, but at least this first one appears to be, ooh, it's kind of a yellow-green. Huh. There's a little bit of pattern in there. It's kind of tough to show you with my lighting, but you can kind of see it right at that. There's a little bit of a pattern going on. It's a lot more prevalent to the normal eye when you're holding it up through the light, but I can't really show that to you guys. So that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Let me check and see if the other disc is... God, that's never going to stop. No, it looks like they're going to be 3 different colors. Cool. So we got a red. It's got that same sort of pattern on it, on the vinyl, not the disc. And finally, the third vinyl has... Yep, I thought it would. And this one is blue. Gorgeous. Again, same kind of pattern when you hold it up to the light, but it's really neat. You can kind of see it a little bit better on the blue. That pattern on there. Just kind of a really faint pattern, but it's gorgeous. I'm really excited to listen to this. Again, I really enjoyed the movie. I've only seen it twice, but the score, I love that it's got the nods to the original score. All right, so that's all put away now. So that is a beautiful, beautiful set. That might be my favorite so far that I've gotten. Now the last 2 are horror game soundtracks, and I already opened them because I wanted to listen to them. But I wanted to present them to you. The Last of Us, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Both of them are double LP sets. And it is, if you guys haven't heard this score by Gustavo Santaolalla, forgive me for butchering that, then you're missing out. It is a fantastic score. Let me check the actual vinyl on this first one and see what it looks like. And on that side. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. That's gorgeous. That is beautiful. All right. So that is the first one. And let's see if the second one is any different. Oh, this one comes with an insert as well. That's pretty cool. I think it's supposed to go like that. It's got the credit information on the back. And the second one, same kind of thing. Okay. So that's both discs of Volume 1. Damn it, I said discs again. And the back of it looks like that. And again, the front, pull this thing off. That's very pretty. I love that artwork. Gorgeous. And then finally, part 2. I'll show you that a little bit better. Pull that off again. So I think this actually contains some of the music from the DLC. That's beautiful. Gorgeous artwork, and then we'll check the vinyl and see if it looks any different. Here's a new insert. That's pretty cool. Nothing on the back of this one. They're like, we don't need to credit anyone on this one. It's the same team as before. And finally, the vinyl looks like that. So this is just a straight black one. All right. All right, so those are going to do it, you guys. That is going to cap it off for my 19 new vinyls here at the end of 2019. I'm excited again. The habit's going to keep growing, but I think, you know, I have one more coming to me, but it's not due to come until February. So I think when all is said and done, I'll have a nice collection of about 30, maybe 1 or 2 more than 30 vinyls. That I'm very happy to have and will go back to over and over again. So if you guys enjoyed this, click the like button. Let me know what of the vinyl albums you would be interested in getting your hands on, or if you do have any of them, what do you think of them? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. If you want to not miss videos like this going forward, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell. Thank you to all of our patrons who support the channel monetarily. The link to become a patron is in the description box down below. But thanks again for watching, guys. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird, and remember, stay scared.